Picture this: rush hour traffic, crowded sidewalks, condos stacked upon condos. Now picture something else: morning mist rising off the lake, mountains sprinkled with a little snow in the distance, and your commute being a walk outside. If you're moving from Toronto, Southern Ontario, even British Columbia, interior, anywhere that's become so unaffordable for your lifestyle. Or even if you already live in Calgary, there's a place just 3 hours away that feels completely different world. Let's today talk about the Columbia Valley. In 2026, so many people are making the choice to quietly choose Invermere on the lake as their escape. Most Canadians understand cottage country. They just don't understand that Alberta has one. And yes, in Alberta, there's a lot of lake country, also in Saskatchewan, but when you're in the mountains, it's different. And for Ontarios, that means the Muskokas. But for Albertans, it's the Columbia Valley. And at the heart of it all is Invermere. Still small town, still charming. No big skyscrapers in Invermere. It's just a 3 hour drive from Calgary. And this area offers something that's becoming incredibly rare: lake life, mountain life, and real community all in one place. For people relocating to Alberta, discovering Invermere often feels like a bonus chapter they didn't expect. And I work with a lot of relocation and people who come from Ontario specifically are a little bit hesitant because they have that lifestyle. They have the city life, and then they get away to Muskoka. Or people who live in lake country, but it's gotten too big now. Columbia Valley is where it's at. So let's talk about lake life because it's not just a summer fantasy. Lake Windermere is the warmest lake in the Canadian Rockies, and it's central to daily life here. People paddleboard before work, after work, lunchtime, with their morning coffee and yoga. They kayak at sunset or spend the day going between Invermere and Radium on a beautifully scenic wildlife preserve in their kayaks. They walk the shoreline with their coffee in the morning. There's so many trails. This isn't a place where the lake is nearby. It's woven into everyday life. And not just Invermere, Windermere, but you can count on people coming from Radium, Fairmont, Panorama, all enjoying the luxury of lake life without the high cost of living. And for people coming from a city, that shift from observing nature to living in it, it's actually quite profound and very important for our wellness. One of the biggest misconceptions I'm going to say about the Columbia Valley is that it's seasonal, that it shuts down. Aha, because you think that. There's certain times of year where that quiet is precious because it doesn't really shut down. In winter, the valley transforms. We have the White Way, the world's longest skating trail right on the lake. This year's a little bit warmer, so we haven't had the full skating experience, but it's early. It's early. It's coming. Then you have Panorama Mountain Resort just up the road. Year-round activities up at Panorama: snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, of course, skiing and snowboarding, but also it doesn't feel isolating. It feels restorative because then you have a summer playground as well. It's a 4 seasons. It's not a summer town anymore. That's why people stay. They want to live in peace and quiet and serenity. And remote work changed the map permanently. You don't have to be a digital nomad living in Bali out of your suitcase. No, no. You can stay right in Canada and you can be right here. You no longer need to choose between career and lifestyle. You can work for a firm in Calgary or Vancouver or Edmonton or wherever. Take meetings from home. Spend your lunch break outside instead of traffic, running errands. The pace doesn't drain you here. And that's why families, professionals, and semi retirees are all finding their way here, not to escape life, but to live life better, live it on purpose. Invermere itself is the heartbeat of the valley. It's not too big, not too small. It's got the Goldilocks hub, right? We have grocery stores, healthcare services, local shops and cafe, breweries, community events. Oh, yeah, there's always something going on in the community. People know each other, but you're not giving up convenience. It's that rare Goldilocks balance that so many resort towns never get quite right. Here's what I hear most often from people who make the move. I didn't realize how tense I was until I wasn't anymore. I didn't realize how stressful my life was. Now I found my happy place. Life here slows you down, not in a lazy way, but in a human way. You can do as much or as little as you want. The air feels cleaner, the days feel longer, and your weekends stop disappearing. But even if you can't make a permanent move to the Columbia Valley, you can make it your second home away from home. Somewhere that you don't have to pack and unpack and be hectic. Just find your special cottage or cabin or a lake house. If you're sitting on equity in a city home or planning to move to Alberta, the Columbia Valley is worth understanding. Not as an investment pitch, not as a trend, but as a way of life. If you want to think about, especially if you're from the GTA, geez, I wish I would have bought a cottage when. Geez, I wish I would have gotten to the market when. Oh, and by the way, if you are foreign, if you are from another country, you can still buy in the Columbia Valley. Yep, those foreign ownership rules do not apply as a blanket to Canada. Oh, and if you want to get into the rental market, you can do that. Short term rentals are still welcome here. There's so many possibilities. And think about instead of trying to afford a place by yourself, get some friends together, friends you like, and buy a place and rotate and have your own little adventure. It's so much nicer to be able to live the way you deserve to live. If you resonate with this and you are ready to live the lifestyle you deserve, reach out to me, leave a comment below. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and I would really love to hear what topic you feel you want to know more about. Because there's no place like home. And this place is a four-season wonderland. That's still a bit of a secret. So, I'm Diane Planidin with eXp Realty, ready to help you make a move. I'll see you soon.